The tradition and its context. Hadith number 210 from the collection of Sahi Al-Bukhari recounts a simple yet profound moment from the life of Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him. This narration, provided by Maimuna, details the Prophet's consumption of mutton from the shoulder and his subsequent actions, notably the choice not to renew his ablution, wudu, before proceeding to offer prayer. At first glance, this particular hadith appears to be a straightforward account of an event that transpired. However, its implications resonate with subtle layers of understanding. Contextual understanding. The act of eating meat followed immediately by prayer raises questions about the prerequisites for ablution, which is generally considered an essential prelude to the daily prayer, salah. In Islamic doctrine, ablution is performed to achieve purity, and it is required after certain acts that are deemed to nullify one's state of purity. The hadith, therefore, serves to illustrate a scenario when the Prophet himself chose not to engage in ablution after consuming food, thereby facilitating a broader discussion among scholars regarding the principles concerning what invalidates ablution. Scholarly interpretations. Within the scholarly community, this narration has been interpreted in various ways, often depending on the larger framework of jurisprudential schools. Some schools maintain that eating cooked food, including meat, does not invalidate ablution, whereas others argue that certain foods require ablution to maintain the purity necessary for prayer. This hadith, thus, plays a critical role in guiding followers on the practical aspects of religious observance. Significance in daily practice. The importance of this hadith transcends mere historical reporting. It integrates the practicality of religious duty with everyday life. It offers followers of Islam a glimpse into the Prophet's own practices, encouraging them to consider the essence of actions required by faith without undue rigidity. The implication is that while rituals and preparations hold significance, there is also room for understanding and accommodation in the practices of faith. Concluding reflections. Ultimately, Hadith number 210 provides a deeper insight into the fluidity within Islamic law and practices. It encourages reflection upon the nature of ritualistic purity and the practical elements of religious observance. In juxtaposing the requirements for prayer with the simplicity of performing daily acts, it presents a balance, inviting believers to seek a middle ground between ardent adherence and mindful flexibility. This story of the Prophet's lack of ablution after a meal serves as a paradigmatic example of how compassion and pragmatism can coexist, guiding the faithful towards an understanding that balances religious obligation with life's everyday realities.